Hi guys, today I'm here to tell you about the rocket and all the other things. See, the rocket flies like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Like the second stage falls off, like this stage falls off, and the second and the third stage falls off, and the cone flies into the air, and it flies like he's like a running cat, huh? Like running mouse and spider. I read that book before. I brought it from the library. That one, he's like that, a running mouse. And when the cone runs fast, like he keeps falling all the time.
Why?
Because this spot is super fragile. You can't even touch it even. I'll show you later. Wait. This part of the rocket is super fragile. You can't even touch it. It's only super fragile because it can break into pieces like this and this many pieces. You can't even touch it. It's super dangerous if it's break. Like it can break when I do like tumbling in the house. And see it flies like with some blasters coming out of fire and full of fire in its buckets, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 million of fire like spreading out like and when like and it's going to crash on top of the man's head, and the man's head will be full of fire, and it can be sitting on top of his head like this. Now he's a space shuttle because it landed onto its head means he's mooned. Because see, this is moon means he's moon. Earth moon, earth moon, earth moon. Means the sun is going to touch the aeroplane. Because the aeroplane just flies into space. Some aeroplane flies into space, not every planet. Only this wing and this body falls off all the time. Like remove the battery, or something. There should be a battery, okay? Now we need to add the back onto a spot. I know that it's belonging right to its spot where it can't. Actually, this plane can't transform. I know that you're thinking, if the plane transforms, we got to see. I know that. Because I know everything. See? Look, this is on double engines. Like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mean this is 4 engines. Mean this is double 87. Double 87 80. Mean this is 80. This is Boeing 777. Because 777 is running. Because the engines of the wing is going to be, if it's added here, means this is an airplane and this is looking like a thing with blowing air and pushing itself back away like this, full of air, and jumps down with the wind going further and further on, and does the crashing into the man's head like. Now he is a space shuttle. Always he becomes a space shuttle. Means Aeroplane will fly later. I don't know why. He will take time for his fuel to comes up and up to 180 million years. It makes like 180 million years to get the fuel. So no planes can fly. Planes cannot fly. Planes should stay still into its airport. And when the planes fly, it will be crashing and crashing. And
Why?
because the bumper will get too old. Because the plane, pilots can look here and there sometimes. Because if there's a crash, but when they crash, their bumper becomes old. So we got to wash them with some great fuel. No, I'm saying great water and soap. Who's going to spread on the window for the pilot and no drying up for the pilot to don't see it's so foggy. And the driver, while they're flying, he opened the door and falls down with his parachute on. And when he was the biggest laddie who entered the plane. And he may go up into the air, and he may go onto the window and stand up onto the body of the plane and clean the window like cling, 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 like fly, like the special fly, like beep, with a big bottle like this. Now, son, now. The plane is going to be with the engine who's going to blow this thing like around, like with this going to get stuck onto its place and going like it broke. See, I'm always telling you, this piece is always fragile and breaks off onto its head like fragile. I said fragile. Fragile means fragile. Means I got to stick this funny piece was only funny falling. And the plane, see, this is a plane. I'm talking about the plane. If the driver falls down onto its head, he may crash with a parachute falling down all the time, okay? And sometimes we got to find a parachute. And he's sitting on the back wing like he will be. What if the plane sits on this and takes the aeroplane and goes down like it goes like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. And it goes like it's like the TikTok hand. Goblin Rob is going to take some minutes on. But here the quadcopter. The helicopter will not let them go because Spidey is in charge for the day. Means Spidey can handle it. With Spidey and his friends can handle gobble. Means he can Goblin Robber. He starts with the E. Means that's why he's and Goblin Robber. That's his name. That's his second name. And with his friends, Captain America. He's Captain America. That's his last name who's going to get. And Captain America's already old. No. Also, the compile of the planes is going to get ahead into one big crash onto its bumper. When the bumper goes down and crash onto the head of the man, he may be making a big. He may take off the wheel and add a new wheel. Make a wheel into some. You say a lollipop wheel, and when the plane flies, like dug, the wheels will make noise. When the plane goes like crashing, it may be dangerous. You may get You may have been thinking, how can the plane crash? Why can the plane crash? And I may tell you how would it be crashing, because it crashes when the engine turns off. There are 4 engines. When they turn off, the plane may crash. When the plane crashes, the emergency light will be on, and the pilot turns on the engine 2 and 1. And when it's on, then it fly faster and go up, down. With the helicopter going to catch gobble, means he's going to catch Reen. Means Reen need to get catch because he's goblin robber. It means he starts with E, means he's goblin robber. Means goblin robber. The biggest guy who is always is helicopter. This is 2 huge big helicopter. I may hold the Lego man, and one they add on the wing, they may be saying, "Let me down." Spidey should sit on. It means his biggest his good friend is this. He'll be in charge with the Spidey car. Right down there, look at down there. That's the Spidey car. And add them on, like the Spidey car may move faster and faster and faster. With his thing goes, with the helicopter goes up automatically. Because that's a ghost helicopter. It may be not fine, but see, it's now completed. This is a tiring work, but it can be easy sometimes. You can make it out of some Lego blocks, like everywhere there's Lego blocks. I have some Lego blocks in the study room. I may teach you somehow when I record you. I may teach you how to make any of these imaginations. So also, this rocket may go to space right into the earth like this. Anyone can be a charge by carrying him away with his hand catching, with he sitting on the wing tail, and he got to be like this, breaking his ship. When he crashes, he may fall down into his head. When he doesn't, he may be fine and just run away onto his. Wait, can Goblin Robber fly? He can fly. He never has wings. He must be magical. Fly, goblins, fly. Means, wait, in a series of Goblin Robber can easily have magic for him to catch. But when he crashes, the pieces may break off, and he may fall down with his hand with the web stuck onto his head. Like then I may catch you really bang. Then it may like this now, and he will be swinging without his spaceship falling down, and he's sitting like this. He thinks he has his spaceship. He thinks I'm fine. Like, oh, I'm fine with my spaceship. And he looked at, his spaceship is gone. He said, back me up, back me down, back me down, back me down. He was too strong and pull him down, but he wanted to stay down. The helicopter left him, and it ran away to take something. Then he takes it. Then when he again did it, then like go flying with it. It got to like when I got And he said, "Yay! I broke the web." But he said the web can't get break. And he says it's made out of Legos. It cannot break. You can break. You can break because your head is made out of Legos and can break it. And I go like off on means you can. It means you can fall off. Means that's how you can say.
चलो हम बंद कर दो.
You will be means he will say the helicopter rotor can break off, falling off the spaceship and not caught in yet, but he may get caught in by the web shooter. Means he'll get shooted by the and web right onto the engine for it to go like fall off and to go here, and you'll, I got to fall down. And let go. He flies with him like this. He's lying down and he may be swinging and fall down and break the window and when he also gets a window clean. He wiped it when the wiper when it and keep some soap on the window and water. He leaves the soap onto the window. When the soap falls down, the soap will make the mirror super soapy and like a fog. Means he can't see. The driver may see nothing and he may say, what did I do? I am stuck in the wind. I'm stuck in the ocean with the water we see on my window with a soap on top of it with a big scratch and a big damage on his window. Not helicopter. Helicopter's too big for the wind to catch him. The wind is too tiny for the helicopter. Everyone is going to sit on Spidey and the man Goblin Robber. He will be staying, but everyone should sit on it. Goblin Robber stayed in the jail for a whole day to be turned into a good guy. Now he's good guy. Now he'll be running onto the way with the car is stopping for people to get on, and when the people can also stand on top of their heads, and they will be like Goblin Robber can get invited, but his head can still fall and go on, and people can go like stand and keep and balance standing on Spidey, and like Spidey this is looking like he have a cap, but he does not have a cap. Means he'll be like this. Hello, this guy has the longest chimney with people on top of it, and I can make people, and the people will stay back into the home. Say, here is he home, and he keep his cap right on top of his table, and he keeps his home is the rocket, NASA rocket, the space